Chicks here. Hi, guys. So we have a special treat for you today. We are going to be talking over the phone. We'll include their picture.
Somewhere in there. Yeah.
Somewhere in there. To Don and Traci Sass. They're actually a FedEx team with Hyfield. They've been with us for...
Tracy, how long have you guys been on the truck?
About 6 months.
6 months. So they have had some time to kind of acclimate and kind of learn the ropes out there. So today they're going to be talking with you guys about the mentorship program, what some of their struggles were, their successes, etc. So first, let me welcome you guys. Don and Traci Sass, meet the Expedite Chicks followers.
Thank you for being with us.
All right, you want to roll off with questions first?
Yeah, we can. How you guys doing?
We're doing good.
Good. One of the things that we love to talk to our teams about, because we hammer it home in these videos, is about, not only the process, which we want to know a lot about you guys, but the top thing on our list would be to see what you guys have thought and how the mentor program has worked for you guys since you got on the road. Tell us about your coming into it and how things went for you guys off the cuff and how everything fell into place.
Oh, we love the mentor program. It was so nice. We talked to so many companies that, wanted to ship him off for so many weeks and then me off for so many weeks before we could even get going. And it was so nice that we were able to just, kind of pick up the truck and move in. And we were able to meet our mentors in person the first weekend and kind of hang out with them and learn so much from them before we even had our first load. And they were there for us like every step of the way, any time of day. I could email or call them or text them, and I had an answer within seconds of, what loads to look at, where we wanted to be, where we didn't want to be, because starting in the beginning, you don't want to get stuck out in the boonies somewhere. And they were just absolutely amazing through everything.
What do you think? Yeah. What do you think some of your struggles were there at first that your mentors really jumped in and assisted you with, besides not getting stuck out in the boonies? What were some of y'all's specific struggles?
Our main struggle at the very beginning was that you go almost a month without any pay. And, we came in, we had both left our jobs. We had a little bit of money put away, but not enough to last us to, so we kind of struggled with that. And it was so nice. I think the third weekend we were sitting around talking to them because we were able to meet up with them in New Jersey. And we were just, talking to them about all of our credit cards were kind of maxed out and we had basically nothing left in the bank. And about 10 minutes later, she said, meet me at your truck. And she brought over a huge cooler bag of all frozen meats and pastas and packets and cases of water. And then another couple that was there brought over more water and more food to stock up our truck to make sure we were good. And that just melted my heart. The love that they had for us as not only just being our mentors, but being close friends even still, just made us feel so much better.
I love that story. I've never heard that. I love that.
We say that a lot. I've even said that some of the mentors and mentees have become lifelong friends. And I have so many mentors that have told us that, because that's the family dynamic that Hyfield tries to cultivate amongst our drivers. It's not a competition. It's a family style thing and we're a team. So it sounds like you guys got a good dose of that.
Do you still find yourself 6 months later reaching out to them, different things?
It's definitely dwindled down, and unfortunately they're not on the truck anymore. So, but she, I did talk to her and she said at any time, even though they're not here anymore, definitely to text her or call her and she'll answer anything she can. But at first I felt like I was bothering them, and every time I would call, I would say, I'm so sorry for bothering you. And, they would reiterate, it's not a bother. This is what we're here for. And, It slowly dwindled off because they taught us so well so early that I feel like we kind of took off fairly quickly. And not that we didn't need them, because there were still, certain calls I would make of, how much to ask for a certain load going out wherever. And but for the most part, we picked it up really quick because she was so thorough and he was so good with explaining everything with the truck. And she was so good with paperwork and everything and money-wise that we kind of picked it up pretty quick.
I think that that is a common misconception with new teams coming on. They think that they're driving their mentors crazy.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, we try to stress that to them. They want you to call them. They want you to pick their brain.
Yeah,
They love what they're doing.
They're upset if they don't hear from
Correct.
teams, and we've said that on videos countless times. And so here is someone telling you that what we've been telling you is exactly how the mentors feel about it. Your success is their success as well, and they like that. So thank you for sharing that.
Yeah, absolutely. What do you guys think are some of your biggest successes while being over the road? It could be just acclimating to life over the road, or adapting to that, learning the freight lanes, navigating, negotiating. What do you guys think are some of your successes with that, or biggest successes?
Well, actually, to tell you the truth, I think Tracy and I get along better now that we're on the truck in a 10 by 10 room than we did when we had the whole house.
I'd love to hear
love
that.
Because you have to face it right then and there if you have an issue. You
Right.
can't walk off and go to another room and sulk and get mad about something that happened 20 years ago and bring that up and everything. Because you're in such a tight space, everything has to be taken care of right away because you don't have time to be messing around.
True.
And we get along great now.
Oh,
Oh, that's
success is
amazing. I
counseling
love
of
that.
a relationship.
Bravo.
That's awesome. That's great to hear because we've certainly heard the opposite end of the spectrum from
We have too.
some people. So that's great to hear.
I think Jimmy and I felt the same way about that. You certainly have a found respect for your partner, no matter how many years you've been with, if you're in the truck with a spouse or significant other, and not everyone is, but at the same time, Jimmy and I did too. And little things that we would argue about that might have drug on before had to get squashed immediately. So you're absolutely right.
Yeah, I absolutely
Yeah,
love
you
that.
don't drag anything out. It just gets taken care of right there and then you're done.
Yeah, exactly.
What, other than, learning how to adapt to each other like that and get over arguments, what are some of your other favorite moments of being over the road?
Oh, it's been awesome. We've been able to see people all over the country that, we're from Chicago that have moved from there to, we've been to Arizona. We got to spend a week down there with one of our good friends. We just spent Thanksgiving week with a couple more friends down in Florida. We've almost got to see our friend in Texas, but she was had a bad weekend and we couldn't meet up with her. But it's nice to be able to see everywhere and see people that we haven't been able to connect with in a while in person and not just, video chatting or whatever.
Sure.
And, we're in Wisconsin now where it's frigid cold and we're trying to find something south because it's nice to be able to chase the weather because 120 in Arizona was really horrible and it was nice to come up to Wisconsin. But now that we're in Wisconsin in the winter, we want to go back down.
Yeah,
I bet
they
you
just got
do.
some snow up there, I think, last
think
week,
so,
didn't
too.
they?
Yeah, it's supposed to warm up now, but yeah, it's a little chilly here right now. So Tennessee was 65 and sunny. We were able to connect with another Hyfield team over this last weekend in Tennessee. And hang out at the dog park with our dogs and just sit at the picnic table and have a cup of coffee and chat and connect and compare stories. And so it's nice when you can meet up with other people too. And a lot of times you see these trucks everywhere and we never noticed them until we were in one. And now we see them
And
everywhere.
now you see them all the time.
I know.
When you see one, it's like your friends, your best friends.
That is
Tracy's
awesome.
funny. Every time we see one, she's like, I can't tell if it's a Hyfield truck.
That's true. Well, there are more of that.
A
Well,
little tiny red dot to let me know.
I'll pass that on, but we certainly have enough of them. It is hard to know.
But yeah, we do need some secret coding on
Yeah,
there that only
exactly.
Hyfield family know. So, well, guys, do you have anything else you want to add
Or share
that you feel the Chicks followers need to hear about?
Or would like to?
No, I mean, we've definitely been enjoying it. We've like I said, we get to see everywhere. We work when we want to work, which is great. So when we have, things we want to accomplish, like I said, we got to spend the whole week in Arizona and visit with a friend for her birthday weekend. And it was nice that we didn't have to worry about Monday coming and, we got to get back to work. We just took a few extra days off and got to hang out and see all kinds of, we've seen ghost towns, we've seen beaches, we've seen all the mountains, we've gone upstate New York is beautiful, especially when the leaves are changing. So it's so neat to, oh, you feel like warmer weather, let's go here. And within a few days, that's where we'll get. And
You don't feel like you're stuck.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just
you're
stuck
right.
in the cold all winter.
Right.
You can kind of move around
And certainly
Right,
seeing
'cause
so
in the
much.
summer, if you live down south, you're stuck in the heat.
Yeah.
Up north, you're stuck in the cold during the winter, so we feel like we can move.
It bounce around a little
Yeah,
bit.
exactly. Exactly.
You have that flexibility for sure.
Follow the weather patterns and plan your routes accordingly.
Exactly.
Yeah. Well, guys, we are getting to the 10-minute mark, and we don't like to make our viewers go too long listening to. They probably enjoyed listening to you guys,
Yeah.
maybe not us for 10 minutes so much.
That's true.
But thank you guys so much for joining us here and giving this information out. I'm sure everyone they may have some questions, so I may be calling you guys up to answer some questions, or people may just want to chat with you. Get your advice for over the road. So, all right, let us tell these guys bye. Y'all hang tight just a second, okay?
All right. And thank you for their perfect example of the Hyfield family, and that's how it works. So when we tell you that, we're not lying.
No, not at all.
They're not lying.
Well, guys, as always, like, follow, share, comment, ask questions. Let us know what you want to hear. Leave comments for Don and Traci. I'm sure they'd love to hear from you. So,
Thanks.
all right. Bye, guys. Chicks out.
I love you.